Hello everybody, and welcome to Win Stupid Prizes, the show where we ask the questions that nobody thought were worth asking. I'm Eddie, and I'm joined today by my two favourite fictional siblings, and they are Alex.
You are my brother Anakin. You were supposed to join the Sith, not... No, wait.
Hang on a minute.
And my other favourite sibling is Paul.
I think I was just going to go with I'm the older one, but I don't think that makes any sense.
I should have brought that quote up so that I could have said it properly, but I think...
Nope, we've got it now. One take, Alex. Let's go.
We're in.
As you may know, the Mario movie is coming out next week. So my question to the two of you today is, how would you save Princess Peach?
So,
I'm the judge, by the way, in case that wasn't clear.
So clearly in this example, Princess Peach can't be just saved by Mario because otherwise that would have happened. So I think we need to make a Mario.
Excuse me.
Because the real answer is get Mario to do it.
Oh, you said Mario's the only one who has successfully saved Peach, and so...
Yes, we need to construct a Mario.
Construct a Mario.
Yeah.
Mario Make.
Okay.
Mario Make.
There's a game for that, isn't there?
So we need to adopt...
Oh, adopt. Right, okay. I thought, blimey, we're going to the whole conceive concept. Jesus Christ. We're barely a minute in.
You could conceive a Mario as well if you want to, but, I don't have that equipment.
But we can speed up the process by a minimum of 9 months by adopting.
Yes.
If not longer, depending on the... We can foster a Mario and therefore speed it up by more than that.
I don't currently have the equipment to conceive a Mario, so instead...
We're not going to broach what that contains.
There's no further questions, you're Oh, my word.
If you allow me to make progress on my Mario making speech...
Absolutely not.
We need to adopt and raise a Mario, probably with an OEG too. So someone who's Italian-American, and we need to teach them everything they need to know about becoming a Mario. So a love for mushrooms, plumbing, how to jump on something's head so hard it fucking dies.
Yep, got it. How to break a brick with your bare hands.
And then on the 18th birthday of this Mario...
Hang on a minute. This is literally just the Black Parade.
When I was a young Mario...
The saviour of the broken.
I guess. Son, when you grow up, will you become Mario?
Become me a Mario. With powers, it's on me.
Right, so also we need to record a concept album of the Black Parade, but it's about Mario.
I think it sounds like the Black Parade was about Mario anyway, so I think we're okay there.
And then on Mario's 18th birthday, reveal the inheritance. Tell them that, Mario, you need to save Princess Peach. She's been waiting in a castle for 18 years.
18 years, my God.
Or maybe, it depends how young you adopt the Mario. Maybe we can get, a 5-year-old Mario.
16-year-old.
Has to be, young enough that either their name is Mario or we can change their name with Mario and they're okay with it, without it looking suspicious. So, you have to do it quite soon.
I was about to say, yeah, but less than one. I don't know at what point a child begins to be...
Yeah, probably a less than 1-year-old child.
You know how it's like a sort of a joke amongst people that when you choose a career path, sometimes your parents are disappointed.
Right.
That's on a whole nother level with this Mario. It's Mario, you have to be a plumber. And Mario's like, I don't want to be a plumber. And it's like, oh no, I've wasted 12 years of my life raising this child to save Princess Peach.
This is a lot of drama. This is the Aang drama in The Last Airbender, right? He runs away from home because he doesn't want to become the Avatar. It's the same thing, but with Mario. So we can, make some money on the side making, this a side series of the Mario who has to accept his destiny.
To be a plumber.
Otherwise, Princess Peach is doomed, and therefore the Mushroom Kingdom, because the Mushroom Kingdom cannot survive without monarchy. Let's not examine that one too closely.
Let's not.
Okay, so to be fair, you've managed to catch the first hurdle, that he needs a brother. So you've had to adopt 2 kids.
Oh yeah, good point.
They both need to become plumbers.
They do.
You need to instill at an early age a desire for 2 not primary colours, you an idiot, Paul.
Primary colours of light? No, hang on, no, that's not right either.
Red, green, yeah.
And also, Alex, you will need to change your surname to Mario, because canonically Mario's name is Mario.
I can, deed polls are pretty cheap.
Fair enough. And when I say canonically, I mean it depends on which source you view, but close enough.
Yeah.
Some canon sources say it's Mario, and that's all I care about.
There is at least one canon source saying it's Mario, and thus I need to change my name.
There is.
Okay, so assuming you can deal with the colours bit,
Yep.
Yeah.
how are you dealing with the plumbing bit? How are you inspiring two babies to, over the course of 18 years, into a manic passion for plumbing?
Well, obviously, just you've got to give them like problems to solve that can only be solved by plumbing.
Get them a mobile app that involves pipe puzzles and like those flow puzzles and things.
Yeah, those kinds of things.
Okay.
Again, it's all about like just getting the kids to be in with their passions.
Okay.
Instead of giving them toys from Toys R Us or Woolworths or wherever you get your children's toys from, just give them random lead pipes to play with.
Okay.
If you're getting toys from Woolworths, you have to be living in Australia because I think that's the only place where Woolworths still exists.
Yep.
I couldn't name another kid's toy store quickly. I think Toys R Us is only online at this point.
We are not recording this in 1988.
1988, mate. When did you think Woolworths shut down?
Oh, I don't know. Okay, so I think there's actually more things that make a Mario than just A, the name, B, a brother, and C, they like plumbing.
Love of mushrooms, spaghetti.
Good moustache.
Yep. If you get a kid that doesn't like mushrooms, you're in real trouble.
Needs to be able to jump to like Olympic standards, like high jump.
Yes.
Break bricks with its fist.
But these are all solvable problems apart from if it's a mushroom allergy, then that's a big problem.
That is a problem.
I think the main difficulty you'll have is in child protection services because you do have to abandon your baby with a dinosaur for a small period of time.
Oh, interesting theory. Now, is that just a different Mario, or is that very specifically formative for the person that Mario has become?
Yeah, I think in the formative years of Mario's development, he was at some point looked after by the dinosaur Yoshi.
Okay.
And at that point, that means he needs to have that. This is like a Batman thing. You have to set up all of the chains to make sure you get Batman at the end.
Yeah, we got to be very careful with our Yoshi handoffs because we don't want Mario to get into tax fraud.
Or after 18 years, you end up with Waluigi.
Oh no.
Yoshi's Island can only, like...
Commit tax fraud once?
No, it's not. Yoshi's Island is Yoshi's Island.
Yeah.
And thus it's owned by Yoshi, and Yoshi sets the laws. So that's fine.
Didn't this come up at some point? Where is Yoshi's Island in the real world?
I'm going to Google it.
Oh, no, it's Mushroom Kingdom. That's what I wanted to find out where it was in the real world.
Oh, yeah.
Because Mushroom Kingdom, I believe when I Google it, comes up with a chicken shop in Stratford or something like that.
There's a Yoshi's sushi place in San Francisco. Oh, sorry, Oakland, California. That's definitely the same place.
Yeah, I mean, moving on. Moving on from where Yoshi's Island is.
So Yoshi's Island only needs to obey international laws.
Okay.
And we just don't invite child protective services onto the island. Solved.
Is that how that works? You know what, let's run with it. Is that how that works?
Solved.
I don't like it, but it would work.
The concept of moral compass is also going to be quite difficult. Actually, I'm now looking through all the things that Mario needs to be. He needs to get quite the education in different sporting activities.
Yes.
Like, he needs to be pro tennis player, pro football player, pro race car driver, pro golfer.
Yep.
Likes board games, ? Doesn't really like board games. They aren't board games.
Likes party games, certainly.
Yeah, can play some party games.
Can play some party games.
Knows how to roll a dice by punching it?
They're special dice. They're like inflatable dice or something, right?
Well, considering all the other skills that we go on, the punching the dice is the least dangerous thing we're going to have to be dealing with.
True, he can break fists with his... Break bricks with his fists. Break fists with his bricks.
Unlicensed doctor.
Oh god, yeah, they flip it unlicensed.
This is true. I think we don't need Mario to be an unlicensed doctor, though. I think we'll get away without that one.
Is he actually really... Well, okay, they could ignore the concept of whether he's a doctor or not a doctor, but he's mainly a pill dispenser.
Yeah, exactly. Pharmacist Mario.
I think Dr. Mario does have a certificate in, like, the games, but it isn't from a legal institute.
So you also need to instill in a deep moral compass of the idea that they need to save Princess Peach, but also you need to also allow them to consider getting a fake doctorate also part of that. Like, this is an interesting line to draw in the moral compass of this child.
Look, if Mario doesn't pick up his illegal doctorate, is it really going to stop him rescuing Princess Peach? I mean, that's a complete side gig in the Mario universe.
Yes.
Right?
Look, I'm saying here that there are several things we need to consider. If we want to start with Baby and get a Mario after 18 years...
Do you need to also get someone else to get a baby Wario and Waluigi to help craft the paragon of good that is Mario and Luigi.
They're creating a paragon of evil.
By providing the antithesis of them.
I'm assuming that there is, like, an evil step adoption council, whatever, that's going to do this.
Jamie loves the bad guys. We'll just get Jamie to raise Wario and Luigi.
Yeah, we can get Jamie to do it.
Right, okay.
Jamie's on, like, the alternate version, the Wah Stupid Prizes show.
Okay.
Wah stupid prizes.
Right, okay, so just so I can sort of perhaps recap a bit on what your current plan is.
Of course.
Is get 2 American, Italian-American, whatever which way around you prefer, babies.
Yeah.
Adopt them, change your own last name to Mario, rename the babies' names to Mario and Luigi, enforce the desired colours of red and green on your chosen children.
Yep.
You then set them up in the early years BTEC program for plumbing.
Seems good.
Sure, yeah.
We're skipping out on the pills bit and just hoping that doesn't matter.
Yeah, I think that's sensible.
Mushrooms, ?
Yeah, you do need to force feed them mushrooms until they cannot die. Well, or they can die 100 times or whatever the cap
Mushrooms
is.
that are performance-enhancing drugs.
Yeah.
Ultimately, by the sounds of it, their schooling years are entirely... You're homeschooling these guys because their whole life is full of plumbing and sports.
Exactly.
The 2 activities.
And maybe speech therapy? Not sure on that one.
No, I think specifically not speech therapy. They don't have like a good but approximate grasp on the English language, hence why it's a me and not just it's me.
Oh, right.
It's the definite article, me, Mario.
You have to change your own speech. You have to go through speech therapy before this to ensure that...
Reverse speech untherapy.
that Mario and Luigi come out the other side completely inept at English.
But great at plumbing.
It is an interesting point that I haven't thought of. Like, are there language options in Mario games?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, I'm meaning like for text, sure, but then is there one where he doesn't say "here we go"? He says it, but in French.
Oh,
I assume that it's a dub, right?
Just a really, really thick German accent.
Actually, is all of Mario a dub because it's a Japanese game?
I'm actually going to go out on a limb and say that there's only one Mario voice actor, and that he has simple enough phrases that it doesn't matter about the language barrier. Like, the things he says are all just like, it's a me, Mario, let's go, and things like this, which are just more catchphrase than they are sentence.
Yeah. Child services is definitely going to intervene by about age 11 when you...
Only speaking catchphrases about himself.
Yeah, can't speak, can't communicate, lives entirely off mushrooms.
But if they don't go to school, how is anyone going to know about that? If they're homeschooled...
Homeschooling is still regulated, mate.
Oh, you'd be surprised. Not in Italian America Mushroom Kingdom land.
Not in Yoshi's Island.
Thank you. I'm so sorry. I forgot about Yoshi's Island.
Oh, okay, right. So you are literally now going, right, you're now going to move home to Yoshi's Island. You've gone, I've had to abandon my baby here to be looked after a dinosaur, and it just seems sensible to now stop here, I guess.
And I'll just let the rest of it figure itself out.
Assuming we can get the infrastructure on Yoshi's Island, then I don't think there's a problem. Like, we do need to get world-class tennis coaches to move to Yoshi's Island and stuff like that, but, easy.
I mean, you've only got to beat like 8 people at tennis, or Mario's only got to beat like 8 people at tennis, and one of them is the person we're trying to save. So once you got to that point, we're kind of good,
It also means that teaching like driving is going to be easier because you can just have it on a privately owned double dash kart place instead of like
nice
having to do it on the road, and that's pretty illegal. So I think Yoshi's Island solves a lot of our problems here.
Yeah, but it does solve your insurance premiums, maybe?
The tax haven of Yoshi's Island.
This is a bit where Tom Nook just crash lands next door. It's like, oh, shit!
My one nemesis.
I was thinking much worse than that. I was thinking, they've just discovered oil on Yoshi's Island. In comes the freedom.
I was about to say, like, there's a lot of dinosaurs there, and it's like, it's all dinosaur-based stuff.
Oh, no, you're right. There's going to be so much oil under that thing. Oh, no.
Just layers and layers and layers of dead Yoshis.
How could you not have seen that the one downfall with your plan, Alex, was the US military?
There is that song by Jellyfish about Bowser becoming an oil baron, so, that also tracks.
Oh, no, this plan might fall apart before it can really get off the ground.
Well, to be fair, it's got 18 years to even attempt to get off the ground, mate. There's a big window for this to go wrong.
Just don't tell OPEC about Yoshi's Island.
I've just been Googling it, and I've got a really bad news for my my browser history.
Don't worry, Google's going to serve you so many weird ads.
Well, they're all from OPEC. What? Shell and BP really want to know my location.
So I don't see anything wrong with this plan, and I'm sure you don't either. So, have I won the episode?
Well, let's give Paul a chance. Come on.
So you've gone from the route that you need to replace the hero that presumably isn't around anymore. Ultimately, after 18 years, he might become available again. For all we know, he's just having a haircut.
Well, it could be that he just doesn't exist in this universe.
Oh, that's fair.
Do you think that in every Mario game, if Mario's like having a haircut, they just go, well, I guess Bowser just gets Princess Peach forever now.
Bowser wins this round.
Yeah. It's 20 minutes or never, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's gone. The other side is like, technically, it is the Mushroom Kingdom. They're gonna have resources.
Sure.
And I think ultimately the thing to use is leverage the dumb fuck fanaticism that must exist in a monarchy state within the 21st century. And I'm just gonna throw toads at the problem.
I mean, seeing the queue for the lying in state, there is a lot of dumb fuck fanaticism.
Yeah, exactly. Just throw toads at the problem.
Throw toads at the problem.
Like, they don't know what they're doing. Like, even in Smash Brothers, Peach literally goes, here's a toad, and puts it in front of her as her block.
Yeah.
So they clearly are completely okay with this. So, there's, I don't know how many of the buggers there are. There must be loads of them.
So we've got loads of toads.
Yes.
They reproduce by spore reproduction, so like we can get loads more toads. But can they save Princess Peach?
You just spun round the conceiving bit onto me. Now, this is now my problem.
Yes. And
Not I just have an army of toads. No, an army of toads is not sufficient. I now need to breed more toads.
well, in case Bowser squishes all of them. Like he's got big flying things and bomb castles and everything. Like
Yeah.
the toads are pretty helpless and run away a lot. So
I don't know. Well, all I need to be is just scarier than Bowser, and then they'll be running away from me, and then I just need to sort of herd them. This is sort of like a Lemmings thing.
I mean, I don't think you have to be scarier, because Princess Peach is Princess Toadstool, so, like, they are her subjects, and they might either have an obligation or, as you say, a love for the monarchy, that they want to rescue their princess. So you might just have to be like, all right, Toads and Toadettes, let's rally together and get this done. And they'll be like, someone who wants to take charge, fantastic. I'm a follower, not a leader. Thank you so much, Paul.
Yeah, it works. Just point them in that direction. Go, 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 go.
Now, the answer to how many toads are there either yields there are a lot of species of toads, frogs, and spawn, or there are 2 playable toads in Mario.
Well, this isn't a playable toad. You see more than one toad.
I know there are a lot more than 2, but Google will only give me the options of lots and lots of species or 2.
Okay, fine. If we're going to be either with the toads are either, not aggressive enough or, there are just not enough of them, let's get the other element. And if the numbers aren't enough, then we'll just, pop into the kingdom next door and get some raving rabbids also pointed in that direction. If anything, now I'm thinking about it, like, that is probably the better answer, because, like, they are probably the definition of, like, a barbarian in disgusting, screaming form.
They are so mindless.
I don't know, they are, like, effectively a minion, so I guess I just throw a banana at Bowser and they go after him. I don't know what rabbids want.
Get minions involved as well. Fuck it. Just any mindless species that wants to get involved.
Just abstract objects, just lob it at Bowser.
Banana? Papaya? Off your pop. What's your... Okay. You're in control of this army of toads/rabbids/minions.
Controlled is perhaps the wrong word. I've merely sort of, like, suggested and, corralled them.
All right, so your game plan is very much, hey, guys, that way.
Yeah.
Like, there's no like...
Power by numbers.
Battle strategy.
Power by numbers.
You're not trying to flank the castle.
it really is a Lemmings-style thing where you have a toad with a sign saying, go that way.
Yeah, there's no point. I don't have control over them. We're never going to get that level of control of them.
You spawn in a level 1-1, and a flood of toads just start walking in a forwards direction until they fill up all the pits, make ladders one of them can climb over themselves. Just like Lemmings, in which you said, go until you can't.
Yeah,
and then stop.
Yeah, honestly, like, it's going to be bloodier, but it might result in success faster than 18 years.
To sponsor this episode, get in touch on social media or insert business email here. Gee willikers, Batman, do I have some news for you? We've got a Patreon. At the moment, it's just a way to send us a few dollary dues every month to help us continue to make all of the things we do, but we do plan to add rewards to it in the future when we have a bit more scope for that. At the moment, all our earnings are going towards equipment upgrades and server costs, but we've got quite a lot of ideas on the back burner that we'd love to try out with a bit more support. Obviously, take care of yourselves first and make sure that all your needs are met before you even consider giving us any of your hard-earned cash. We don't currently have any plans to put any of our content behind a paywall. This is entirely optional. We're over at patreon.com/hexagon, and I'll put links to all our stuff in the show notes as usual. Now that that's said and done, let's get back to the fun.
So, Bowser's got the flying helicopter thing that has a castle on it.
Yeah.
How are the Toads going to get up there? They're just all going to run into the lava and die.
No, it's Toads all the way down.
A gun?
A gun?
Yeah, a gun.
A gun?
A gun?
You're giving one of the Toads a gun?
Well, the rabbits have guns.
The rabbits have guns?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, this changes everything.
They have plunger guns, but they have real-ass guns.
Well, you know, Mario, Rabbids, whatever that is, they've, like, Luigi's there with a bow. I think someone's dual-wielding pistols in that thing.
So you're going to get a sniper Toad to try and take out Bowser?
Yeah, sounds good to me.
So, like, assassinate Bowser is definitely an option on the cards. But what you've done instead is thrown a seemingly infinite army at him, gotten close, and then just gone, oh, I could have just shot him.
Well, no, to be fair, you got to get to him first. Like, you know, there's world one, world whatever, blah, 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 blah. And ultimately, it's also about sending a message, right?
The entire death toll to save
If you're going to steal our princess, we're going to absolutely go apeshit and send a writhing wall mass of toads and rabbits screaming their way.
It's not about rescuing the princess. It's about sending a message. Bang.
I'm not happy with this plan. I'm not happy with the body count of Toads we're going to get. But... hilarious.
See, weirdly, I was okay with, like, I think either of these strategies I would be okay with, but, like, they're like, you know what, let's get a bunch of our own men killed and then just kill the bad guy as well.
Well, no, like, you just, like, I'm just saying, you were saying how are we going to deal with him in, like, an aircraft? Like, well, if he's got a gun, then, you know, that will shoot the aircraft down.
Oh, shoot the anti-air gun rather than, like,
flak
just a
cannon.
Sniper one in the brain gun. Flag cannon.
This is feeling more and more like World War One. And in World War One, before they put machine guns on planes, they just had another guy on the plane with a pistol to shoot the other guy down. So I think that's where we are at in this Toad situation.
I thought it felt like World War One in that the Toads are filling up, like, the trenches and, like, the jumps you have to make. The Toads just filling up the...
Yes, that too.
Paul's there, Winston Churchill style, we'll fill them up in the trenches, we'll climb up all the ladders, and then we'll shoot him.
I think now I think about it, I might be able to get some control over the Rabbids a bit more, because isn't there, like, what is it? It's the reason why you end up with, like, Rabbid Luigi, Rabbid Mario or whatever is with, like, a super merge. I don't know what it is. It's a thing.
Oh, that's why they're in Rabbid form, is it?
Yeah. So all I need to do is get, like, another thing to get, like, I don't know. I pick up another one of Mario's friends. I don't know, Solid Snake. Actually, I could just get Solid Snake to do it. What the fuck am I doing? Just send that a bastard to go and deal with it.
New strat. Fuck the Rabbids. Just send Solid Snake.
Look, no. I'm sticking with the Rabbids bit. Like, I don't know, Snake can't be bothered, but we go, okay, can you sit inside this pod, please, while we make a Rabbid version of you? And
okay.
I don't know, he accepts for some reason.
Well, Snake would try and sneak his way around, and as we know, Koopas just walk backwards and forwards in a line, so they would bump into the box, at which point Snake would die.
Yes.
Snake doesn't understand a 2D world.
A different general. Effectively, I'm just trying to find a general for the Rabbids. That's all I'm doing. And all I need to do is just find some character in that thing.
Yeah,
so,
okay, that makes sense. And do you think Snake is the general you want?
Well, look, it's a working concept.
I've heard dumber ideas. I heard dumber ideas today.
So Samus is also a bounty hunter, so probably not Samus.
Okay.
Has the obvious choice been mentioned? Rayman.
Oh, mate.
That's not bad.
But does he lead Rabbids, though?
They're his enemy, aren't they?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah, that is definitely going to be an infighting thing. The fact that Rayman has fallen so far down that he's now, you know, the thing that was meant to be a quirky thing in his game has now become the main lead, and he's now the side character that's brought in.
Don't worry, I'll go into the plot, the story of Rayman raving rabbits real fast.
Oh, God. I suspect there isn't a plot.
Oh,
Oh.
Some of the rabbits end up cheering him on as if they're like, he's like a gladiator in an arena and they're just like a crowd that enjoy him or whatever.
Yeah, they're insane. They are not logical creatures.
Yeah, like he fights some of them, but he's captured by them and used for entertainment, I think, is the very skim read that I've got here.
Okay, so we probably have to do some convincing of Rayman to get him to...
Look, all I can say is that there are enough rabbits that are big fans of Rayman that you might actually be able to use Rayman as your general.
Let's do this then. Okay, let's bring in Raymond. You're now the general. We've made another one of you, but this a rabbit. You now have this army of ostensibly moron toads with horrible voices and these screaming things. Apparently, if there isn't enough, we can get more of them, but through spores, I don't want to know. We're not having that conversation. Off you trot.
Off you trot.
I give this at least a 10% chance of success.
10% over and over and over and over and over again. Eventually succeeds.
This is an infinite monkey situation, except you've got infinite rabbits and infinite toads. And they might not be infinite.
You're playing an RTS game, but your only combat tactic is Control A, right-click the enemy base, hopefully win.
we did play Age of Empires together, Alex. I'm surely you're not surprised at this.
That is my strategy, yes.
Either it works or it doesn't, 50-50.
Like, they've path found over there. I didn't even know they could go over there.
A flanking idea. Why didn't I think of that?
Walls, my one weakness.
All right. I don't really have any more comments on this.
Fantastic.
Throw rabbits in.
I do have a second option for you if you're not so in tune with the Maker Mario.
Okay.
And that is simply distract Bowser.
Okay.
So, Bowser obviously likes capturing the biggest damsel in distress, and that has traditionally always been Princess Peach.
Makes sense.
However, I've got some survey data that says that there are two other damsels in bigger distress than Peach.
Oh, yeah, right.
And they are Zelda and Olive Oil. Obviously, Zelda's a bit busy, so let's get Olive Oil.
Yeah, Zelda's usually quite preoccupied, but Olive Oil.
Yes. This means we get Popeye.
Right. You get... I don't even know what nationality Popeye is.
Yes.
But you
Sailor. He's of the sea. Again, international waters.
Sailor. Mr. Worldwide Popeye.
Sure, I assume he's just British. I think it's a British cartoon.
Maybe? Don't know. Yeah, anyway, moving on. Okay, so you've decided to get effectively a superhero.
Yeah.
Whose main superpower is spinach.
Well, no, his main superpower is being really strong, and the way he gets strong is by eating spinach.
Okay.
But Popeye, if Mario's there, again, the Mario superposition, maybe you've got a Mario, maybe you don't. Mario can only help. So long, Bowser.
Okay, I've got information for you.
Ooh.
Popeye the Sailor Man, renowned comic strip character, is perhaps the most famous native son of Victoria, Texas.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh.
Popeye is Texan?
Okay. Well, maybe we'll get some oil.
He's going to bring a gun.
Oh my word. He can bring a gun.
he's screaming down World 1 with a can of spinach in one hand and his 6-shooter in the other.
To be fair, the source on this is the Texas State Historical Association and is not verified on Wikipedia.
Okay, you know.
So it seems like the Texas State Historical Association have simply seen that Popeye does not have a place of origin and so have decided that it is Victoria, Texas. And therefore, they said it first. It must be true. It's canon now.
It's claimed. It's the equivalent of like a flag, I guess. In someone.
We will claim Popeye for Texas, just like we claimed Texas by putting a flag on it.
Right. Yep. So Popeye brings a gun.
Popeye brings a gun. Yeah. Is strong.
So the main question is like how far does Popeye usually travel? Yeah. Yes, he's strong. I give him that. Once he's banana manned it and eaten.
He's only strong once he's had his spinach. You know.
Yeah, but we have canning. We can get spinach.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah. Instead of mushrooms in question mark boxes, there's just cans of spinach.
Yeah.
Or like Popeye has this sort of like weirdly squirely sort of retinue that goes with him. Just sort of has to just bring a little big cart.
Well, if we got some spare toads, we can get...
Send Luigi along with a big bag of spinach and a spoon.
Oh, yeah. So just sort of while there's like just the meat pile just rolling its way down World 1-1, you just are like, can I use some of those? Here, have 100 of them, I don't care.
Look, I'll take any ideas you got.
Okay, so your plan is to get Bowser to kidnap Olive Oil instead. Is that what I'm...
Yeah.
Okay, how are you going to do that? How are you going to make Bowser aware of Olive Oil and want to kidnap her?
I think we just give Bowser some Popeye comics. or cartoons or whatever we've got.
Oh, okay.
And Bowser will sort the rest out for himself. Like, again, not wanting to bring real-time war, but propaganda campaigns are very effective. We can just fly a plane over.
Propaganda works disappointingly well.
And eventually one of the Koopalings will tell Bowser that olive oil is over there.
I think we do have to doctor the comics slightly in that I believe one of Bowser's main motivations is to kidnap a princess because he wants to be a king. I don't really know the specifics. So we need to dress up Olive Oil or, change the comics such that Olive Oil appears to be a princess.
We have a lovely democratic monarchy called Yoshi's Island.
Miss Texas.
We can declare...
It comes back, Yoshi's Island in the game again, baby!
Declare that the princess of Yoshi's Island is Olive Oil.
It's just dumb enough to work.
I think at that point, then, if you're trying to, propaganda Bowser into stealing someone else, then surely you could just propaganda Bowser to being stop being such a big dick.
I think that's a trickier proposition than propagandering Bowser.
Oh, right, just to go and steal something else. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, it's rather than change what Bowser wants to do, we can just redirect his current wants, right?
Yes.
We're not changing what he wants, we're just changing the specifics.
Okay,
yeah.
So perhaps the other side of this. Okay, so we have currently the three-pronged plan. We've got the long-term plan of just make a Mario in some capacity. We have the throw all of the resources at the Mushroom Kingdom at it, mainly Toads. And then the develop Olive Oil as a monarch of the Isles of Yoshi, and then hope Bowser will kidnap her to then mean that a Texan that likes spinach will go and save Olive Oil, and on the way just be like, to be fair, I've now realised something. Would Olive Oil and Princess Peach be kept in the same castle? Because the princess is consistently in another castle.
I thought the point here was saying that if we can convince Bowser to kidnap Olive Oil, then Princess Peach has been saved.
Yeah.
Oh, right, we're doing time travel thing. We get to know beforehand that this is going to happen.
Oh, I see. Well,
that's fine. It's cool. We can do preventative measures. That's an interesting way of looking at it. If we know it's going to happen, why don't we, Princess Peach can hold her own. She goes into a battle arena with the only weapon being her fist, when there's other people bringing swords and a wide variety of other things. I think she can hold her own. She maybe just needs a bit of a magical leg up.
Okay.
So why don't we just I don't know, as part of her jewelry or the crown or whatever, we put, I don't know, it's a Mushroom Kingdom, maybe a mushroom. Does Princess Peach eat mushrooms, or maybe is that weird?
She pulls turnips out the ground. Does that count?
Yeah, but because she can pull turnips out the ground, I feel she can pull turnips up the ground anywhere. She always has access to turnips.
Oh, I see. All right. So you just you want to hand her a fire flower or something.
What about a Chaos Emerald? What would that do?
Okay. Sneak that into her crown.
Yeah.
Oh.
Look, we have to deal with the fact that Knuckles is going to come storming through the Mushroom Kingdom.
Not if it's a Chaos Emerald.
This flips the Olive Oil conversation on its head, because now you've attracted Dr. Robotnik.
Oh, it's a good point. It's a good point. Okay, so in order to save Princess Peach, I've retroactively given her the ability to fight, but because she's now got the ability to fight, she needs to fight. Okay, fair enough.
Paul, I have got some excellent news for you.
Okay.
There are at least 7 locations in Peach's jewellery to place, gems or similar-looking objects.
Nice.
Therefore, we can sneak Peach all 7 of the Chaos Emeralds, and she can become Super Peach. And just break herself out of the castle.
Okay, hold on a minute. Do you need all 7 to do something? I guess you do, don't you?
To become Supersonic or Super Shadow, whatever the hell goes on there, you need all 7.
They're a bit shit then, aren't they? And you need something that you need one of.
Each one does carry an enormous amount of power, but I don't know specifically what they do. In the games, they can temporarily stop time and shit like this.
Oh, I've got an idea that's maybe less damaging than having Dr. Robotnik after you, because I admit that does sound bad. Why don't we get one of those weird Jackie Chan talismans that give her the power of a boar, but then the only thing that comes after you is the Yakuza?
Oh.
Or whoever it is. I don't know who the bad guys are in that.
The Yakuza is a pretty bad guy to have come after you, I
Yeah,
think.
but in comparison to an army of robots, I think I'd probably take that one, maybe?
I guess.
Don't know.
They're also, in the Jackie Chan adventures, they're pretty incompetent.
Oh yeah, they are, aren't they?
Yeah.
It's mainly the same 3 people.
I don't think they are straight up the Yakuza. I think they're just some weird sect of criminals.
I think we do need to put, which enemy would you rather have come after you, the Yakuza or Dr. Robotnik, on the Win Stupid Prizes back burner?
to add to the spreadsheet of monstrously daft questions.
People like to ask, who would win in a fight, like Superman or Goku, and questions like this, but no one's asking the real questions. Who would win in a fight, the Yakuza or Dr. Robotnik?
I was about to say, because to be fair, if we are bringing in the Yakuza, does that mean I just get, Hawkeye wandering in on the side to help out if he's having his angsty phase?
All right, Dr. Robotnik or the Yakuza.
But hang on a minute, of course it can't be the fucking Yakuza. They're Japanese, aren't they? Right, but I'm actually going to stick with my original answer. It's going to be Sonic Chaos Emeralds. So I've been stupid as shit and decided to give Princess Peach all 7 Chaos Emeralds. This can cause no issues at all. There will be an international incident at the next Olympic Games when Sonic looks over and is like, "What the fuck?"
That's where the emeralds are. Well, you could possibly say that they're there for safekeeping to Sonic.
While it's in Princess Peach's hat.
Sonic wants to roll around at the speed of sound. He doesn't want to beat up Robotnik all the time.
So the only question that I think you really need to ask yourself as to whether this is a good idea or not is, who is a more morally upstanding character, Sonic the Hedgehog or Princess Peach?
Sonic is edgy, but I don't think he's ever a bad guy.
I don't think he's evil at any point, but Sonic is definitely misguided at several points.
Yeah.
Whereas Princess Peach is a monarch.
Yeah, you're right.
So it's a tough call.
Have I concentrated power in a 2-5?
Yeah, I think the mushroom dictatorship might be too.
Yeah,
I'll be the judge of that one.
You are the judge.
It's I solve the problem. I go away for 5 years. I wander back, and it's like, why have you put Daisy in a gulag?
It's no longer the Mushroom Kingdom, it's the Mushroom Empire.
Oof, dear.
Spans across the globe, Yoshi's Island, the one bastion of free speech left.
Powered by a mountain of toads.
As long as they don't take over the spinach...
the spinach farms of Texas.
Spinach farms of Texas.
The 2 bastions of resistance, Yoshi's Island and the spinach farms of Texas. As this golden god of peach floats around the world, bow to me. I am Super Peach.
But ultimately, this elevator pitch has gone on for a long time.
You did mention the Olympic Games, and I think that is probably something that we should circle back on. Because, as we know, Mario and Sonic are at the Olympic Games, and Princess Peach is there too.
Oh.
So, whilst the Olympic Games are Bowser cannot capture Princess Peach, because that would be, bad form and cause an international incident and all that.
Oh, I see.
And as we know, we could have the Mushroom Kingdom host the Olympic Games, invite Mario, invite Sonic, and solve the problem. And if Princess Peach is currently captured, Bowser has to release her. That's the rules. I don't make the rules. The IOC makes the rules.
So the solution is to permanently have the Olympic Games on.
Exactly. All the time. Permanent Olympic Games.
I thought that you could just, trick your way into rescuing Princess Peach at the Olympic Games.
You could.
That'd be too easy.
You invite Princess Peach and Bowser along to the Olympic Games. Bowser goes, okay, I want to go to the games. I'll bring Peach with me, but when she's not in an event, she can still be, under my jurisdiction, whatever the right word here is. And so you go, okay, all right, we're doing it's time for the marathon. Peach, you're in the first heat. Bowser, you're in the second heat. So we'll run Peach first, and then Bowser, you'll be straight after. As soon as that one's finished, you'll start. And so Peach, the race starts, they start in the arena, laps around the arena, then they go out the arena at some point. And at that point, you just bundle Princess Peach into a car and drive her away to safety and be like, yeah, the race was just a ploy to get Bowser to wait behind. I
think again, we could maybe combine some of the plans here, because although I can see that working, but I think similar to Mario, Peach has a sporting drive that means that they cannot exit a race once they've started it. Unless she crosses that finish line, she cannot leave that race.
Okay.
So I think the best thing to do is to, during the hammer throw, have Toad with a sniper rifle.
Well, okay. This is, again, to eliminate Bowser.
Yeah.
Right. Are all your answers just Toad with a sniper rifle, secretly?
Look, what I'm saying is, the infinite monkeys, infinite typewriters? Well, infinite Toads, infinite sniper rifles. And one of them's gonna kill Bowser.
Oh, no. Just don't bother with the sniper rifle. Okay, it's okay, fine. We don't do it with the hammer throw. We do it in the 100-meter sprint.
Yeah.
Toad's there at the starting line. Bowser's on the outside lane. Start of the race. Straight into the side there.
Toad with a starting starting pistol, and the starting pistol is actually your assassination.
Yeah.
It's not a blank in the starting pistol.
3, 2, 1, die.
Weird how, like, you know how they, like, shoot it up into the air even though it's a blank, just, like, for extra safety precautions? Or you just go 3, 2, and on one, Toad drops his arm straight on Bowser's head. One, bang. Bowser has this brief moment as he looks down the barrel of the gun like, oh no, I've been got.
If we want to, get some more certainty to this, we can say Popeye's starting the race and the Olympics are held in Texas.
And we've come full circle.
Popeye, you don't have a pistol. How are you going to start the race? 3, 2, just punches Bowser. That's stupid.
Well, it's not win very sensible prizes.
No. The prize is meant to be stupid, not we are.
I have completely misjudged this podcast and I need to change everything.
We have missed the memo for 24 episodes, if that's the case, is all I can say.
So permanent Olympics or assassinate Bowser at the Olympics. Either way, Olympics.
Either way, the Olympics gets involved.
Yeah. Or the same thing, like you could say, oh yeah, we're having a Mario Kart race, and the Mario Kart race is the rest of Princess Peach's life.
Whoa.
And thus...
That's
Le Mans, but extreme.
Existential all of a sudden. Peach, if you ever stop driving, you get recaptured. You're only free as long as you're driving. Well, is it really freedom then? You're a monarch. What do you want? What do you want from me? All right, I think we should wrap this up. Wow, that was some real choices in there. Let's just say that. But I think the thing that I think is most likely to succeed. No, not even that. I think the thing that I just enjoyed the most was sneaking 7 Chaos Emeralds onto Princess Peach and watching her become Super Peach. She can save herself, but at what cost to the rest of the planet? So, congratulations, Paul. Your prize today, very on theme. It's a peach.
Lovely. Great.
Enjoy that snack with your lunch tomorrow or today, whatever you want.
Yeah, it better be today. It looks a bit soft.
Yeah, I would recommend it. I have already taken a bite, but don't worry about that. That just proves it's a good peach.
There's a tiny little man in here.
A tiny man? Oh no!
Yeah, that rolled R but went the other way, who became small instead of...
Tiny James and the regular peach. Oh dear. Thanks for listening. If you want to keep up to date with everything we do, you can follow us on Twitter or on Facebook. And if you'd like to support us financially, you could send us a one-time donation on Ko-Fi, sign up for monthly donations on Patreon, or subscribe to us on Twitch if that's more your speed. Links to all of that will be in the show notes. Thanks again for listening, and we'll see you next time. Well, you'll see us. Well, not see, exactly. You get the idea. Oh dear.
Oh, I was a huge fan of Toad with a sniper rifle, though.
It was only because I hear multiple times that I decided I didn't want to just give it the win because it was a reoccurring theme.
Yeah.
Might have otherwise.